I am not ready for live. Looks like the gray part is not coming out. I did a cutout the other day. There's no one here, I want to tell you, for the first 17 seconds. But I did a cutout. I'm not sure if you can see the fish. Anyways, you ever see, welcome. You ever see, I drive around, I was driving around or walking around, or I was looking, or I just saw something, bingo, just saw it. People walking, and they're wearing the medical mask so tight in their face, it reminds me of Bugs Bunny and Donald Duck, when Donald Duck's beak gets blown off and it's like right up against his face. That's what it reminds me of all the time. And I ask myself so many questions. Actually, I don't ask myself too many questions at all. I says, does anybody look one step further? I don't get it. Do you believe everything you see on TV? Person, place, or thing, adjective, adverb, adjective. So we have the plane, and the plane means it's a series that goes under. So when you see television, vision. To be the vision visor, or to put the ads on, and to be the advisor telling. The advisor telling. Ella, the elephant, the smallest brain in the world. Apparently, according to whatever they say about the elephant's brain, but I call it the microprocessor. A lot of water? What about, I'd like to know what the hippopotamuses are doing too. I'd like to know about them also. Need to know about them. Because we were further processed, or we were backed up. Did we go into creation, or are we part of that creation? To be the telling, the in telling. The telling in, number 23, 9 and 14, 9 and 5, 5 to 9. The chicken or the rooster is come to crow. Wake me up. Wake me up. I'm not using my brain when I'm sleeping. I'm not using my brain. Then who is using my brain? Yes, who is using my brain in DC? And I tell you the story from the story that was told to me through the word. The 23rd letter, beta creation, out through Mars. Creation of alpha beta, which makes creation. And if you just turn that W sideways, it is 3. 1 times 2, 1 plus 2 is 3, and 2, the 23rd letter, is W. H, 2 to the power of 3, and 3 to the power of 2 gives you H and I. H and I together will create your O. But it'll be a divided O, but we won't put it together. We'll just call it O as the 15th letter. 1 plus 5 equals 6. That is the other side of the cube. So far, I'm not telling you very much. 23 and 8, 31, and 15, 46. Zion, Israel, 0, all or none. I'm just telling you what the letters tell us. Well, right now they're telling me. But if I explain it to you so you can get another vision and then take a vision on yourself, you'll see it as something that's more alive. So the 15th letter and the 8th letter, the 15th letter and the 8th letter, the 15th letter and the 8th letter. I'm just trying to, 3 times 5 equals to 15. 3 plus 5 equals to 8. 1 plus 2 equals to 3. 1 times 2 equals to 2. 2 and 3 is 5. So we have 3 and 5 right out of this one over here. Everything from 1 and 2 will create the word who. 1 times 2, 1 plus 2 is 2 and 3, the 23rd letter. How did we get the H? 3 to the power of 2, 2 to the power of 3, 3 to the power of 2, 2 to the power of 3 is the 8th over here. So how do we get the O as the 15th letter? Well, the O and the W are actually in the same house. In fact, it's O at one point or time, as well W will recreate and configure the beginning before alpha beta was alpha beta and it wasn't alpha alpha. Alpha here, alpha here. You got the equipment? Yes, I got the equipment here. Am I controlling from here or controlling from here? Or are we alpha controlling in beta? Alpha controlling in beta, number 5. Alpha controlling beta in number 3, because they both have the single dot in the center. That single dot in the center that you see here, according to a single dice cube, is number 5. But if we say this is number 1 starting in the center, that means 1, 2, 3 is not in the right order unless it takes 1 and the second dot will be the in between the crack will be 2, and 2 will be part of this side and this side. And then we'll go 3 would be over here. Or would we have to show, hold on a second, or would we show it this way? You see, just by telling me there's 3 areas, there's 1, 2, 3 areas over here. So we have to go on to another cube. So we have to create a story, a true story, of course. It's got to be a true story. It's got to be told right here. That does tell you, number 1, when you play games, you count that as 1. What do you count that as, 1 or 5? Because on your phone, that's in the 5 position. And I'm reiterating this because it's the truth. You have to tell me different. I don't see any comments. No comments on the bottom. I'm not happy with the light. Never happy with the light. So if we went, what would be over here? If this would be 1 in the center and 2 would be over here, and then 1 would be over here. I know it's got to be 1, then it's got to be 2 over here, because there's place for 4 dots. How am I supposed to perceive these dots? There are 9. This is definitely 1. Where is 2? Is 2 in the space next to it? 3 is on the other side. So 1 and 2 creates the other side. Now, since we cannot go completely across, we're going to go 3, and then we're going to go 2 is in the center over here. Okay, 2 is in the, hold on a second, let me use the 1 dice. So we're going to go 1, 2, and then 3 is going to be on this side. What's going to be over here? Is it going to be 1, 2, 3? Doesn't make any sense. So what are we supposed to do? Should we separate it like that and go 1, 2, 3 in the crack? And then, well, what would we do over here? 2, 1. There's only 1 opening for 3, unless the crack is an area space for 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, 2, and then another crack area space. And where do we find that? Where do we find this crack? Well, all the king's horses and all the king's men at the king's castle, you're going to find those cracks, like bunny rabbit teeth. Why do I have this channel? What am I doing? I am backing up everything that was ever created and finding the root of it all, to find out the truth of it all. But it is not for me to tell the truth of it all without the truth telling it itself. If I am going to say anything from my words or what I think, I'm hoping that I remember to say and tell you what I think. So we actually, I'm still trying to show you that this is the delta angle. Did I do it right? Should I have had one side longer than the other? Should I have had that angle longer? If it becomes longer, that means the angle right? Instead of it being 45, 45, it'll be in between the 45. And the first space that is in between the 45 is what? What is the basic value of something in between the 45? I'm going to have to draw this out because I don't do anything. I just need to be, okay. So I just need to know the simples. This is your 180, or is it your 90? Something like that. That's your, right. That's your 90, your 180, and your 90s. And this is the 45. So what is this? I can't do one of them. I'm going to have to do two of them. There's got to be two of them. So that means it's from here to here is 1 to 2 to 3 to 4. It'll be 4 times something equals to 90. So 90 divided by 4 equals to 20. Wow, I'm not quick, eh? 22, 5. 22, 5, 22, 5, 22, 5. 28, 8. Cycle. Cycle pass. The cycle pass of Pegasus. Why I say that is because 88 is Pegasus purple. It also is the hot and the cold relationship. 20 is a result of the major cycle of God of the heavens. It is a pass. Why? It is the pass of 19 and in the spirit of 76. Why? Okay, I'm going to explain it all to you. Because the multiplication of 2 times 8 equaling to 16